Hello everyone, this is Arkady from JoyT5. Today we're going to do a demo video of this Rippa R10 one-ton gasoline excavator. If you haven't heard yet, JoyT5 is the first official Rippa dealer in North America. We sell machines in Canada and United States. We stock parts for most of the machines that we carry. And we also have access directly from the factory for all the accessories and anything that you might need for them. And the question is, some of you might have, is why Rippa? Well, we've been in business for several years, and from our experience, Rippa machines have one of the best qualities for the price, and we believe delivers the best value. Right now, we're going to go into more details of why this Rippa R10 is a great value in our opinion. And so far, it's one of the best one-tons that we saw. JoyT5 believes in delivering the most value for the customer, and that is why all of the JoyT5 machines, including the Rippa branded ones, come with all available upgrades from the factory. Unless the customer specifically requests not to include something to save on cost, but from our experience, the cost savings are negligible, and we strongly encourage everyone to go for the fully loaded machines. You're just going to be happier with it. This machine is no different. The upgrades we ordered here include the expandable tracks, side spin boom, hydraulic thumb, and a mechanical quick hitch. If you watched our machine demos before, you know the drill. We'll do the walk around of the exterior, interior, engine compartment, and then we'll start the machine to show you how it moves, how it drives, and how smooth the controls are. R10 has a standard digging bucket, and the common mounting pattern was a double pin with the fitment of 90 by 92 by 25 millimeters. This attachment mounting pattern is common on machines like Yard Hoe, R10, JT5120P, R13, and R15. Over here, we have our mechanical quick hitch. This quick hitch can also be sold separately, and it's very easy to install. It just held on by 2 pins over here. Then we can move up to the hydraulic thumb. We sell the hydraulic thumb kits as well, and it's very easy to install when you have a flat arm. It just held on by 6 bolts, 2 over here, 2 over there, and then 2 underneath. So no welding required, just drill and tap. Nice new feature of the Rippa series is that they have now a case drain. This is very useful in case you want to use a hydraulic hammer. Ideally, you'd want to have your return line going back to the tank so you wouldn't damage your multi-A valve with the shocks of the hydraulic oil from the hammer itself. Then you can notice that the cylinder shields been added to all of the boom cylinders. That's just an extra layer of protection to make sure that you're not going to damage it. As seen in our other videos, it has a U-boom where you have your boom cylinder on top. This gives you extra digging depth, extra protection, because if in case you curl the bucket too close to the boom, you're just going to scratch the paint over here, but you're not going to damage the cylinder. Also, as a benefit, as you can see, all the hoses, they run inside the boom. And that's a less chances of you ripping out a hose. Over here, we have our hydraulic dozer blade. We can see the flaps because this one has the expandable tracks. And by taking out the pin, they can be moved to make it as wide as the tracks. Again, cylinder shield on the dozer blade cylinder as well. Proper maintenance is the key to the longevity of the machine. And when you're looking for a machine, you want to make sure that you can grease every point and every pin on your machine. With Rippa R10, you have that ability. There is a grease nipple for everything here. Everything that moves can be greased. Every pin. Here is a close-up of the side swing boom. Here is the hydraulic oil side glass. When we move to the back, we can see that the tracks are expanded. And here is a closer look on the walking motors. You might notice that they are tucked in and there's nothing sticking out in the middle. This minimizes the risk of getting the motor stuck on a branch or in the mud. And this is a lot safer that way. A very handy feature is that now it has a swing door to get access to the engine compartment. This machine has a Briggs & Stratton gasoline engine. It's a very handy upgrade. It now comes with the oil cooler. So over there, we'll see it better from the side. It has a battery switch to make sure that the battery is not going to die if the one machine is in storage. Here's a close-up of the oil cooler. And there's plenty of ventilation for this engine. Now let's take a look underneath the floor plate. Here we have some solenoid valves, our side swing boom cylinder. There's our swing motor, swivel joint, and a hydraulic oil tank. Now let's take a look at the interior. So R10 has pilot controls. You have your joysticks on both sides of your arms. Over here, this is our control for the dozer blade or the expandable tracks. Your sticks for walking the machine. That's your throttle. Here we have our battery voltmeter and hours meter. Switches over here is the one to select between adjustable tracks and the dozer blade, your lights, and the new feature that Rippa added is now it has a power button for to engage the hydraulic pump. So when the button in the lock position, there will be no hydraulic oil flowing. When we walk on this side, we can see our fuel gauge, and it's a lid for the gas tank. And then here's the adjustment for the seat to slide it front and back. At the bottom, we have some pedals. This pedal will control your hydraulic thumb. The pedal on the other side will control your auxiliary hydraulics. One of the common questions we get is how wide is the machine? When the tracks are tucked in, this would be your width of the blade as is right now. This is going to be 90 centimeters. When the tracks are out, it will be as wide as the blade with the flaps out, and it's going to be 1.20 meters, so 120 centimeters. Now, let's move on to the fun part, and we'll show you how this R10 moves. Since it is a gasoline machine, to start it, first we want to pull out the choke, which is right here. Once the choke is out, we will turn the key. Once you do the first click, you can hear the fan going. This is the fan from your hydraulic oil cooler. Once the machine started, we'll put the choke back in. And then in order to be able to move anything, like we need to turn on the pump. Right now, as you see, machine doesn't move. But we have to be careful because it is a mechanical levers, and when I push it forward, the boom will drop under some weight. But it will not come up, right? Because in order to pick it up, you need the hydraulic pump. All right, we'll turn on the pump and you'll hear distinct sounds. Once it engages, it became significantly louder. And now let's try to move our boom. I will just lower the blades first to give us more stability. And then let's try to do a couple movements at the same time. More throttle. From my experience, I would say it is fairly smooth. One thing is that the joysticks, they are a little bit harder to push and pull because it does have the mechanical linkage. But you can be smooth with this machine if you need to. Now let's see how the tap turns and how the side flip boom works. I would say it's the smoothest one ton that I tried. Let's try the side swing boom. To use it, there's a button on top of the left joystick. You will push it in and then use the joystick left and right. While we're turning, let's lift up the machine to show you the expandable tracks. A little straighter. That's enough. Tracks are off the ground. And now by flipping the adjustable tracks button, we can pull the tracks in. The main reason for getting a side swing boom is to have an ability to dig along the wall, along the fence, or on the foundation. The way you do it is that you get your machine parallel to the wall, and then you would use the side swing boom to swing the boom and then turn the cab. In this position, your edge of the bucket will be parallel to the wall. and you can dig. You can also do it the other way around as well. And dig that way. One thing to note, you cannot turn the cab and swing the boom at the same time because it is controlled by one joystick. So these movements need to be done one at a time. Alright, now let's see how it drives. First, we will lift our blades. And let's get going. I would say it is fairly fast for a single-speed motor. And if you need to inch it, you also can inch it if required. It doesn't jerk like some of the other 1-tons that we saw before. That's awesome. Doesn't shake you, doesn't want to throw you off. Pretty good driving machine. In addition to R10s, we also have a GT5120P 1.2-ton diesel excavator in stock. It is basically a rebranded Rippa R10. We'll do another video where we'll compare these two machines side by side to show you the differences. And we'll also do a speed test or a little race. We did it with Yard Hose, and we'll do it with the R10 just to show you how fast it is in comparison to the R13. Thank you for watching this video. If you're going to have any questions about Rippa equipment, JoyT5 machines, skid steers, excavators, wheel loaders, or anything else that JoyT5 sells, that includes custom-made attachments, please visit JoyT5.com or give one of our dealers a call. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel.